The costumes used in the Netflix TV show Bridgerton are nothing more than fast fashion, and I am not going to sit here and pretend they're good. I want to be very clear, I do not think anyone who is making these costumes is bad at their job. I do not think that for 1 second. I do not hate them because they are historically inaccurate. I love good fairy tale storytelling. I hate them with a burning passion because it is fast fashion consumption core masquerading as luxury.
Close to 7,500 pieces of wardrobe just made for Bridgerton.
When these dresses are poorly constructed, ill-fitting, and use hot-glued-on embellishments when they have the budget to create impeccably crafted dresses, they just choose to have 12 per actress per episode instead of a good 2 or 3. This show has the budget to create Emma-level costumes, but they don't. In a recent video, I mentioned that I would rather have a movie with impeccably crafted costumes than a Bridgerton with 50 million costumes, and none of them are good. Paul Tazwell, the costume designer for Wicked Parts 1 and 2, did not give Glinda very many dresses in Wicked for Good, and I prefer that, as opposed to more and more and more if the dresses were not going to be of the quality of the dresses that we ended up with. I talked about the costumes from the 2010s teen drama Reign and how I love those costumes so much more than the costumes in Bridgerton. They had no budget, but they had creativity and imagination and somebody who worked at David's Bridal and a dream. The costumes in Reign are not at all historically accurate, and they are not pretending to be, but they do take some level of pride in what they're doing, even though it is obvious they don't have the budget. So what they are able to do with their lack of budget is commendable, whereas what the costumes in Bridgerton is irritatingly horrendous. I want to be very clear, the people who make the costumes on the TV show Bridgerton are great at what they do. They could do better, but they are probably not given the budget or time that they need to create the volume of costumes production wants them to create. So many corners are cut. Bridgerton does have a costume budget, and they are given time to manufacture them, but they are forced to pump out so many costumes they are nothing more than Temu. It's one thing to choose quantity over quality, but the thing about Bridgerton that annoys me tremendously is that they like to pretend they are something more than what they are, which is fast fashion in a period drama. The producers of Bridgerton love to lie about how much they do for the show and how lavish everything is and how they spare no expenses and how every piece of jewelry on the show is crafted by artisans for the show. That's not true. This necklace, it's from AliExpress. I got this necklace before Bridgerton started airing, and this necklace was used in Bridgerton without alterations. They are not manufacturing every piece of jewelry. As a matter of fact, most of the pieces of jewelry you see in Bridgerton, you can find on Amazon or Temu or AliExpress or Shein, because they are trying to pretend they are Emma with Anya Taylor-Joy. And the thing is, they could be if they just used their resources appropriately. For me, the volume of costumes isn't even interesting because all of the dresses for each actor has the same silhouette. There is clearly one dress pattern that they've made for every actress, and they will reuse it in different fabrics. The costumes in Bridgerton are a symptom of late-stage capitalism, and the producers are banking on the fact that anyone who knows what they're looking at and will criticize it will be viewed negatively by the audience at large, because the audience will think you're criticizing the people who crafted it, when everyone who knows what goes on behind the scenes will tell you the people who made those dresses are overworked and underpaid and doing the best they can. And that is why I hate the costumes in Bridgerton. They're unimaginative, and they are just playing into our modern sensibilities of disposable, fast costumes instead of trying to make something better. Alright, my strange little onions, I love you. Have a hug, a cookie, and a juice box. Mwah.